Hello students, welcome to online class. Today we'll discuss about operations on data frame, which is a most important part of Python Panda. Here we'll learn about pivoting, sorting and aggregation. Let's start. First we need to learn what do you mean by data frame. So data frame is what? Data frame is a two-dimensional data structure with column of different types. It is just similar to a spreadsheet or SQL table or a dict of series objects. It is generally the most commonly used pandas object. Next is pivot. Pivot receives data and uses unique values from index or column to from access of resulting data frame. Index is column name to use to make new frames index. Column is column name to use to make new frames column. Values is column name to use for populating new frames value. Pivot table is what? Pivot table is used to summarize and aggregate data inside data frame. So we have some idea about data frame, pivot and pivot table. Next, here is an example of a data frame. We can see a data frame, item, company, rupees and dollar. These are the field, and according to the field where we can follow some of the information, and after pivoting we can get the output, and the output will be look like this. So following this particular example, we can say that we are pivoting this data frame on the basis of company. That's why company field came before, then the next field item. According to that we are arranging our information. Here we can see one option that is called nan. Nan meaning is not a number. There are two functions available in Python for pivoting data frame. Number one, pivot, and second one is pivot table. So pivot, this function is used to create a new derived table from existing data frame. It takes three arguments: index, column and value. As a value for each of these parameters, we need to specify a column name in the original table. Then the pivot function will create a new table whose row and column indices are the unique value of the respective parameter. The cell value of the new table are taken from column given as the value parameter. See an example, just follow. From collections, import order dict. From pandas, import data frame. Import pandas as PD. Import numpy as NP. Table equal order dict, that means order dictionary. Within bracket, first we have to mention the field name. After that, within square bracket, we have to mention the information of that particular field. Within square bracket, single inverted and comma. This we need to continue like this way. After that we need to close the bracket and we have to mention d equal data frame within bracket table, then print data of data frame, then print d. We need to print the value of d. P equal d dot pivot within bracket index equal item. Index equal item means here we need to mention on which field we want to create pivot. Then columns equal company, values equal rupees. Then print within double inverted, we have to give /n. This /n indicates creating a new line. As per our requirement, we need to provide this /n. Then print p dot index double equal tv dot lg dot value. Pivot option create a new table or data frame whose column are the unique value in company and whose rows are indexed with the unique values of item. Last statement of the above program return value of TV item LG company, that is 12,000. If you want to create pivot by multiple column, then we need to follow this method. P equal d dot pivot within bracket index equal item, comma column equal company. So that means over here we are going to pivot with the help of multiple column. First one is item and second one is for the company, and this will return the following result. Next, common mistake in pivot. At the time of pivot we are making some mistake, so that I am going to discuss. Pivot method takes at least two column names as parameter, the index and the column named parameter. Now the problem is that what happens if we have multiple rows with the same values for those columns? What will be the value of the corresponding cell in the pivoted table using pivot method? The following diagram depicts the problem. Here we can see the table named as item, company, rupees and the dollar. Then if you want to create pivot option on the basis of the field named as company, then it will be look like this way. Now here we can see the option that our first company named as LG is having two different value, 12,000 and 15,000. So at the time of creating pivot, which option will come first, we cannot take the decision. So d dot pivot index equal item, comma column equal company, values equal rupees. It throws an exception with the following message: value error, index contains duplicate entries, cannot reshape. That means pivot option is doing what? Pivot option is actually doing the reshape. If you want to reshape our table, we need to create pivot option. Now when we want to pivot on the basis of any particular information of a field, so that time it will create confusion if we are having two different value at the same time. So which option will come first, we can't take the decision. So that's why it can create a problem for us. Pivot table method comes to solve this problem. It works like pivot but aggregates the value from rows with duplicate entries for the specified column. That means the solution of the previous problem. D dot pivot table index equal item, column equal company, values equal rupees, comma aggregate function equal np dot mean. So in case pivot table is generalization of pivot which allows you to aggregate multiple values with the same destination in the pivot table. That means we are solving with the help of mean method and the output will be 13,500. Sorting data frame. Sorting means arranging the contents in ascending or descending order. There are two kinds of sorting available in pandas. Number one, by value, and second one by index. By value, sorting over data frame or column elements is supported by sort values method. We will cover here three aspects of sorting values of data frame. Sort a pandas data frame in Python by ascending and descending order. Sort a Python pandas data frame by single column. Sort a pandas data frame by multiple columns. Sort the Python pandas data frame by single column ascending order. So in that case we need to create a code like this way. Import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, create a dictionary of series. So this particular line helps to create a dictionary of series. So d equal name, then pd dot series, then we have to mention the information, then we have to mention the next field, and then again we have to mention the information, then again another field, and we need to continue like previous. Next option, we need to create a data frame. So in that case we need to give df, the short form of data frame, equal pd dot data frame within bracket d. D is the name of the variable. Print data frame contains without sorting. Print df, data frame will print. Next, df equal df dot sort values by score. That means we are going to sort on the basis of score. Next, print data frame contains after sorting print df. In the above example, dictionary object is used to create the data frame. Elements of data frame object df is stated by sort value method. As argument, we are passing value score for by parameter only. By default, it is sorting in ascending manner. Right hand side, we can get the output. The first one, that is data frame contains without sorting, and second one, that is the final output, data frame contains after sorting. Sort the Python pandas data frame by single column in descending order. So like previous, we need to write the same thing, import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, then we need to create the dictionary of series, and then we need to create a data frame. Over here we need to make some slight changes. Now see, df equal pd dot data frame within bracket d, print data frame contains without sorting. This particular line is optional. Whether you want to create any heading, that time you can give this print data frame content, others directly after df you can write print df. df equal df dot sort values by score comma ascending equal 0. It's due to ascending order, that's why we need to provide ascending equal 0. That means we are going to make invalid of the ascending option. Then print data frame contents after sorting. In the above example, dictionary object is used to create the data frame. Elements of data frame object df is sorted by sort value method. We are passing 0 for ascending parameter which sort the data in descending order of score. In the right hand side we can check the output, first one before sort and the second one after sort. Next option we will see sort the pandas data frame by multiple column. So same way we need to create the table along with the data series, and then finally we need to write df equal pf dot data frame print data frame content print df equal df dot sort values by, here is the main changes, by age comma score. You have to mention two particular field, then you have to mention the order, ascending order equal true comma false, then print data frame contents after sorting, then print df. Right hand side we can see the output, previous one the raw data and second one is the main output. In the above example, dictionary object is used to create the data frame. Elements of data frame object df is sorted by sort value method. We are passing two column as by parameter value and in ascending parameter also with two parameters, first true and the second is false, which means sort in ascending order of age and descending order of score. Second option is for by index, sorting by index. Sorting over data frame index, sort underscore index is supported by sort values method. We will cover here three aspects of sorting values of data frame. We will cover here two aspects of sorting index of data frame. Now see one by one. How to sort a pandas data frame in Python by index in ascending order, and how to sort a pandas data frame in Python by index in descending order. These are the two most important questions. Sort the data frame in Python pandas by index in ascending order. Over here also we need to create a dictionary of series, then we need to create a data frame. So now look at here, df equal pd dot data frame d, df equal df dot reindex 14320. That means we are going to reshape the index in ascending order, that's why 14320. Then print data frame content without sorting, and then print df, then df1 equal df dot sort index and data frame content after sort. Look at the output, number one, that is the data frame content without sorting, where we can see the name, age and score. It's before sort option, that's why it starts like 14320, and after the sorting option we can see that 0, that is for Sachin, it came in the first option, then the Dhoni, then Virat, then Rohit, then Shikhar. That means it's the final output after sorting in ascending order. And the above example, dictionary object is used to create the data frame. Elements of data frame object df is the first reindexed by reindex method. Index 1 is positioned at 0, 4 at 1 and so on. Then sorting by sort index method. By default it is sorting in ascending order of index. That means ascending order is the default order of sorting. Sorting pandas data frame by index in descending order. Previous one ascending, it is for descending. Like previous, we need to create the dictionary of data frame, then we need to create the data frame. Df equal pd dot data frame, df equal df dot reindex, then we need to mention the index order, then we need to create the heading, then print df, then df1 equal df dot sort index, ascending equal 0. That means we are making false of the ascending order, that means we want to create it in descending. Then print data frame content after sorting, and then finally print that particular variable name. Over here df1. Right hand side we are having the output, first one is for without sorting and the second one after sorting. In the above example, dictionary object is used to create the data frame. Elements of data frame object df is first reindexed by reindex method. Index 1 is positioned at 0, 4 at 1 and so on. then sorting by sort index method, passing ascending equals 0 as an argument for descending order. So whenever we want to sort any data frame or data series from descending order, so we need to provide ascending value as 0 only. Now data aggregation. Aggregation is the process of turning the values of a data set into one single value, or data aggregation is a multi-valued function which require multiple values and return a single value as a result. There are a number of aggregations possible like count, sum, mean, max, median, quartile, etc. These are descriptive statistics and other related operations on data frame. Let us make this clear. If we have a data frame like this way, then a simple aggregation method is to calculate the summary of the score, which is going to add 87, 67 plus 89, 55 plus 47 means 345. Or a different aggregation method would be to count the number of name, which is 5. A program for data aggregation, descriptive statistics. So as usual, like previous, we need to create a data dictionary like before, and then we need to create a data frame. So df equal pd.dataframe, then print the data frame content, print df, then print df.count, print count age df, then age we need to count the age, then print sum of score df, then score sum, then minimum age from the age dot mean, then maximum score dot max, then mean age minimum age, that is age dot mean, then mode of age dot mode, then median of score, so score dot medium. That means over here we need to apply the aggregate function. So aggregate function we need to create on a particular field. So we can see over here we need to mention the field name first, and after that we need to provide aggregate function putting dot beforehand. So field name, then dot, then we have to mention the function of aggregate like count, sum, mean, max. Next option we need to mention, that is quantile. What is quantile? Quantile statistics is a part of dataset. It is used to describe data in a clear and understandable way. The 0,30 quantile is basically saying that 30% of the observation in our dataset is below a given line. On the other hand, it is also stating that there are 70% remaining above the line we set. Some of the common quantiles are: certain types of quantiles are used to commonly enough to have specific name. Below is a list of these. The 2 quantile is called the median, 3 quantile are called tertiles, 4 quantiles are called quartiles, 5 quantiles are called quintiles, 6 quantiles are called sextiles, 7 quantiles are called septiles, 8 quantiles are called octiles, 10 quantiles are called deciles, 12 quantiles are called duodeciles, the 20 quantiles are called vigintiles, the 100 quantiles are called percentiles, and 1000 quantiles are called per miles. These are the common quantiles name. If you want to create a quantile, how we can do this? With the help of Panda, we can see import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, df equal pd.dataframe. After that np.array, then we need to provide the data frame, then print df, then print df the quantile 0.5. Then the output will be like this way. Next option we are having var, that is variance function in Python pandas is used to calculate variance of a given set of number, variance of data frame, variance of column, and variance of rows. Let's see an example of each. Import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, then create a dictionary of a series. As per our requirement, we need to create a data dictionary. After that, we need to create a data frame, df equal pd.dataframe d, then print data frame content, then print df, then print df.var. It was just like before. Now we need to make some change. df.loc, then within bracket we have to mention the field name, and before the field name we have to mention colon, then comma, and after closing the bracket dot var. That means we are going to create variance. df dot var x is equal 0. X is equal 0, it will indicate column variance. Then x is equal 1, it will create or it will indicate the row variance. So 0 for column and 1 for row. This we need